Guys, we broke the girlfriend's Bison. She's going to be pissed. So, anyway, so I asked her if I could take this thing for a bash. So, she kind of, agreed, yeah, it's fine. And, the reason being, I played around with the settings of this ESC. I figured out how to do it after a little bit of research, what kind of ESC that is, because I don't have a programming card for it. So, it is a rebranded Hobby Wing. But you got the on-off switch there, and then you got a set button there. So, yeah, there is 11 different settings that this car can do. So, it's pretty good, and it works really well for what I changed on it. I do have a couple of programming cards there just lying around. Tried them just because they don't work. So, yeah, you're going to have to do that. If you guys want a video on that, just say in the comments, and I can show you how to do that. If you guys have got one and you want to know how to program it, yep, I know how to do it. Yeah, so what the issue was is, as you can see, the screw that goes through there on the shop, it's gone. It broke off there, so this is it here. You can see how it snapped off there. Now, in my defense, when I was fixing all this and putting it all in, like on the new chassis and upgrading it and stuff, there was, I noticed that this screw on this side was actually bent already. It was bent already, so it's slightly, it would have been weaker, so that's that. I do have a replacement screw, so the screws that you need to use for that, like the length, is a 25mm. So I do have a couple of those lying around. So I can go ahead and fix that, that's no drama. But the main thing is this here. Right, so this is a problem with these cars. Now if we can get in there and have a decent look. So you got your A-arm. There's a metal rod that goes through your A-arm there. Won't focus. Anyway, there's a metal rod, which is these. So they're a 3mm thick. The longer one up there is for the front, and the shorter ones are for the rear. So I've already fixed this one before. But yeah, so they like that rod sits between these two alloy brackets, and then there's, you can't really see, but there's two plastic bushings that hold that little rod in place. So that is these here. So that's them there. Yeah, I could fix it all now and be done with it, but I'm gonna try something else. So here I've got some titanium alloy rod here. It's 3mm thick. So what I'm going to do, I've got a plan to cut them to longer lengths, and I'm going to put it, so I've got these bushings and I'm going to drill holes through it, so the actual the new lot of these, the longer ones, are going to go through that, so it's going to overhang that, and then I'll fix that there somehow, just with like I don't know, I've got some heat shrink with glue in it, and maybe a zip tie over that or something like that, just to hold it in place, because it, yeah, you just need to hold it so it doesn't slide back and forth. But we'll see how that goes, because then it can't rip out of that bushing. That's the problem. It gets enough flex and it rips out of that bushing. So yeah, and maybe it is that they're just a tad bit short. Maybe if it was like a couple of mil longer or something like that, maybe it wouldn't happen as much. I don't know. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to try and fix that like that. But I've got to say, like, I was having such a blast with this car. This thing rips hardcore now. I think they're worth every dollar, although they've got their flaws. All RC cars do. But unreal. The power, so much fun. Yeah, it's crazy. It's completely different to drive than that. It's probably because it does have a center diff. But yeah, with these batteries in it, this is the first time this battery's been used in this car. It's 4,000 milliamp hour. It's a 60C constant charge, burst of 120, and this here produces, I think I worked out, 240 amps constant. So, and the batteries we're using before, the Fluorion batteries, they're only putting out about 135 from memory amperage constant. So nowhere near powerful enough, the Fluorions, especially when you got a 120 amp ESC, because and then your motors pull on about 60 to 70 amps there, so you're already overdoing it. You're going to end up puffed. That's why my battery's in that, because I drive my car a lot harder than the girlfriend. I'm more full throttle. That's why my batteries were getting so hot, so puffy, and very short runtime. So I keep that in mind. So you get a good quality battery, and the C rating is a big deal. What I've noticed with these, way more punch, way more power. And they're only just warm when you finish using them, so that's great. That's how it should be. So enough raving. Thanks for watching. I've got to break the news to the girlfriend now. I don't think she's going to be very happy. She hasn't used this. I only just fixed it. But I'm going to have to fix it now, probably straight away. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll show you guys what I do afterwards. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.